The restaurant was one of those elegant rooftop venues overlooking New York's skyline. The lights were low and warm. Crystal glasses caught the soft shimmer from above, and smooth jazz drifted gently through the air. It was supposed to be a celebration dinner, a toast to the company's record-breaking quarter, hosted by our so-called boss, Daniel Carter. My wife, Emma, joined me that night, wearing a sleek black dress that drew every gaze in the room the second she arrived. For months, I had kept my true position hidden. No one knew I actually owned the company. I wanted to experience it from within, to understand its people, the hierarchy, and the quiet games that thrive behind polite smiles. To everyone else, I was just another middle manager. Daniel, however, was the loudest presence in the room, confident to the point of arrogance, charming in a way that teetered on condescension. The evening began pleasantly enough, with laughter and conversation flowing as freely as the wine. But as the drinks kept coming, Daniel's tone shifted. His laughter grew louder, his jokes bolder, his words looser. What began as charisma quickly blurred into something crude. He started openly flirting with the women at the table, including my wife. I noticed it instantly. The way his eyes lingered a bit too long on Emma, how his grin widened whenever she politely laughed at his remarks. Still, I stayed composed. Men like him were familiar to me, the kind who believed power excused disrespect. But then, he said something that crossed a line no man of honor could ignore. He raised his glass, smirking, and said loud enough for the entire table to hear, "Jason, you don't mind if your lovely wife keeps me company tonight, do you?" "She's with me." The room froze. Forks hung midair. My stomach tightened, though my expression remained calm. I turned to Emma, her face pale, caught between disbelief and embarrassment. Slowly she stood. Her voice trembled. "Daniel, that's completely inappropriate," she said, though even she sounded unsure, as if her mind hadn't caught up with what had just been said. Daniel leaned back, smug as ever. "Come on, sweetheart," he drawled. "Don't pretend you don't enjoy the attention. Your husband knows his place." That last line hit hard, but I didn't give him the satisfaction of seeing a reaction. Not yet. I looked around the table. Not a single person dared meet my eyes. That silence told me everything I needed to know about the culture festering inside the company I quietly owned. Emma clutched her purse, voice unsteady. "I think we should go," she whispered. Before I could answer, Daniel waved dismissively. "Let her go," he slurred. "She'll come around." That was it. My decision was made in an instant. I rose slowly, straightened my jacket, and met his gaze. The entire table fell silent again. "Daniel," I said evenly, "you've had enough to drink, but before you embarrass yourself any further, there's something you should know." His grin faltered, though he tried to laugh it off. "Oh yeah? What's that?" I gave a faint smile, pulling my phone from my pocket. "I'm not your employee," I said quietly, opening an email on the screen. "Actually, I'm your employer. Jason Miller, majority owner and CEO of Carter & Company. I acquired your division 6 months ago. You work for me." The color drained from his face. Gasps echoed around the table. Someone dropped their fork. Daniel stammered, but no sound came. The arrogance had completely evaporated. I continued, calm but firm. "You just insulted your employer, disrespected his wife in public, and shattered every boundary of professionalism. So, Daniel, tonight you're not with anyone. Tonight you're fired." The silence that followed was absolute. Emma's eyes widened, a blend of shock, pride, and quiet relief. Daniel's smirk had vanished, replaced by pure panic. He opened his mouth, but nothing came out. I nodded to the waiter, who stepped forward discreetly with the check. "Put on my account," I said. Then I turned to Emma. "Shall we?" We walked out together, leaving Daniel frozen in disbelief as murmurs rippled through the room. Every executive present had just witnessed exactly where the real authority lay, and how arrogance had just cost their boss everything. As the elevator doors slid shut, Emma finally exhaled. "You never told me you owned the company," she whispered. I smiled softly. "Sometimes," I said, "it's better to see who people really are before they know who you are." That night, As the city lights shimmered in her eyes, I realized the dinner had revealed more than Daniel's true character. It had reaffirmed everything I valued: composure, integrity, and quiet strength. Because real power never needs a shout.